Welcome to another video. I'm Walk on the Wild Side and I'm here in a very sunny Blackpool. Just look at these blue skies we have got here in Blackpool. What a contrast to yesterday. I'm filming this on a Sunday morning and I'm just up here, just north of the North Pier. I've got Cosworth behind me. Just over there, you might be able to see the Blackpool Tower and the sunshine. Yeah, it's a little bit nippy, I have to say, though, today. But anyway, we've got a car show on today, and they happen to have this really nice. Imagine if this car show was on yesterday. It's the Ford Car Show. It's annual at this time of year, and they've got some cracking weather for it. And I have to say that I don't have a whole lot of time to film this video. I'm going to have to run round because I've got to nip off somewhere, but we'll have a little look at the Ford Car Show up here on Prince's, just over there, just round the back of the Metropole, Prince's Parade. Is that what they've got? And down there on Lower Walk, look at all the cars. Let's go and check them out, shall we? So I'm starting up here on Middle Walk, and I tell you what, the breeze is coming from the north and I can certainly feel the chill of the wind. It is a little bit cooler today. It feels a bit more like, well, it's autumn. I think is it the first day of autumn, or was that yesterday? I don't know. But I can see the Lake District. The air is nice and clear after all that rain that we had yesterday. It's really cleared the air. But anyway, we're going to have a quick look round at these cars, the Ford Car Show. Only Fords allowed. So we'll go and have a little look. I think I did a video last year. Not sure if the weather was all that great last year, but there's a lot of people. There are quite a lot of people. There's lots of cars down there. We'll start up here, shall we, on the top section, and I'll just do a big circle. And we're going to start off with a Ford Sapphire RS Cosworth 4x4. Look at that, what a beast. There you go. American one next to it there, look. Look at that one there. A bit like a sort of a lowrider, that, isn't it? That one there, look at that. Not much headroom in that car, is there really? Just here we've got a more modern car, a Ford Focus ST. Here we've got a Capri. One of my uncles had a Capri. I was never really into Capris, I have to say. The one thing I didn't like about them was that when you got into the back seats were made for two people, not for three. And if you were sat in the middle, it was quite uncomfortable. So I wasn't really that into Capris, but if you look at the engine bay there, I mean, that's a nice looking engine, isn't it? And there's quite a lot of space as well for working in there if you need to do any work on it. It's got the Cibi spotlights on it as well. Cibi, we used to have them on our boy racer car. Another Sapphire Cosworth there. That'll be the non 4x4 one because there's no bonnet. There's no louvers on the bonnet, so that'll be the two-wheel drive version, that one. I suppose I'm a little bit of a Ford fanboy, really. My dad always had Fords. Started with the Ford Cortina Mark 1. And then moved to a Cortina Mark 3, yeah, the Mark 3, bright red, second hand. All of his cars were second hand. And then we got a Ford Cortina Mark 5, and that was a 2.3 GL. That was quite a V6, and that was. He said, "Oh, it's a bit sore on petrol. This, you know, it was a bit of a luxury buy, that actually." But yeah, and I started with we had a Ford Escort as well, Estate, and it was in orange, hand painted in orange, and that was my first car. And after that, I eventually got a Ford Sierra, and yeah, I had a few Fords, I had other cars as well. But yeah, I was a bit of a Ford fanboy, really, yeah. And they still got the blue oval, haven't they? A lot of car manufacturers have changed the badges, haven't they? But Ford's, the blue oval, hasn't changed a bit, has it? So we've got quite a few marshals on this event, and we've got cars coming in here. They're only allowed to come in at this bit here. We've got a few more cars up here as well. But we'll carry on. Another Capri there. What's the focuses? Now then, what do you think to the Ford Escort Cosworth? Let's have a look. There you go. I like the whale tail on the back. Like off the original Cosworth with the big whale tail. Got some classic Fords over here. Yeah, we used to have the Mark 1 Ford Cortina, like that one there, but that's a posh one. That looks like the gear, maybe, if you have a look around the back. Oh, it's a 1600E. Yeah, that's quite a nice one, that one. 1600E, that's a nice car. So we've got another Ford Escort here. Is that a gear, that one? Yeah, it is, that's a gear. Notice how it's got square headlights and metallic paintwork as well. I remember someone who used to have one of them. In fact, he borrowed it off his dad and he went and crashed it, didn't he? He virtually wrote it off. I'll tell you what, I bet his dad was not happy at all. An Escort 1.6 gear. And there's that famous blue oval. Tinted windows as well. You didn't really get tinted windows, did you, on cars of this age, unless you spent a bit more money. We've got another Cosy here. Let's have a look at the back of this one. Look at that there, look. I was just talking to some guys there about the cars. So we'll carry on with the Ford Car Show. Always a great turnout. I think they had it's got at least 200 cars, because I was following them on Facebook, and they were saying that they've got at least, I think they got about 200 at the time. They've probably got more now. We're getting a look at a Cosworth Escort. Look at the engine there, double overhead cam, 16 valve turbo Cosworth. Look at that there, look, Cosworth. That's the magic right there, isn't it? Yeah. And that was when a double overhead camshaft and 16 valve was special. Now well, it's not really special now, is it? But it used to be, because most cars back then, normal cars, used to have 8 valves per cylinder. But now they've all got 16 valves now. You know, I actually remember an advert for Austin Montego. Remember when they brought the Montego out to compete with the Sierra? And I remember, I'll never forget the advert for the 2-litre Mondeo. The advert showed a picture of the Montego and a Sierra, and it said 2 computers under the bonnet, 2 seconds under the Sierra. I'll never forget that advert. But yeah, fair enough, Montego 2-litre, 2 seconds faster than a Sierra. Both different cars. Sierra rear wheel drive, Montego front wheel drive. So in my view, you're better off with the Sierra with the rear wheel drive. But the Montegos, the Austins, they were crap, weren't they? They were totally rubbish. They just didn't last, did they? Sierra, better car. Can you see the Lake District? Just look at that view of the Lake District. I'm actually heading up there later on today. That's why I've got to head off pretty quick. But it's still early yet, and there's more cars to come, so there'll probably be more cars lined up down here yet. They are coming in as we speak. I'm filming this at just before midday, and this goes on until, I think it goes on until about 4 o'clock. Another nice Escort there with the square headlights, AA and RAC badge on the front. Oh, look at this now, look at all these cars. The beer monsters will be getting entertained, won't they, if there's any in these shelters here. Lime green Cortina Mark 4. The only difference between the Mark 4 and the Mark 5 was really just the grille and the back head, the back lights, tail lights. It was just really a facelift, wasn't it? The Mark 5 over the Mark 4. A nice Mark 1 Fiesta there. A friend of mine used to have one of them. He had a lot of trouble with it. He had a Super Sport. I think that's a lookalike, that one. Now there's a Mark 5 Cortina, similar to the one that my dad had. His was metallic blue. Let's have a look and see what this one is, shall we? It's a 2 litre GLS, that one. But yeah, like I said, the Mark 5 Cortinas, the only real difference between the Mark 4 was the tail lights and the headlight, the grille at the front was a bit different, and just a bit of a facelift really. And then after that, after the Mark 5, they brought out the Sierra. Look at that one there, look. I don't even know what that is. Is that a Ford? It's a big Yank tank, isn't it? Whatever it is. Yeah, what a cracking turnout. And it's so lucky that they got this weather today, because if this had been yesterday, I think the whole thing would have been washed out. Look at the spots on that S-Cut there, look. RS Turbo. Just up here we've got the professionals car, the S-Cut RS 2000. Well, we've still got some people up here waving flags outside the Metropole Hotel. But we're going to carry on with this Ford car show as we look towards the Blackpool Tower. And look at that there, look at that. Beaming down, I can just about feel it. We're just coming up to the North Pier. They had an event on at the North Pier yesterday, Saturday, and it was called S2S, and it was a music festival, and they must have been absolutely soaked, because that Saturday was a complete washout from start to finish. We've got another RS2000 there. But I'm going to head down onto the lower walk. Sorry if this video is a little bit rushed, I'm just rushing round. And because I do need to go out later. I've got to go to the Lake District. So I'll just try and show you as many cars as I can. Oh yeah, you're right. Got a Mexico down there. The reason why they call them Mexico is because Ford had them built in Mexico. Look at that, we've got the massive Cibi spots on it as well, look at that. And if you wanted a cheap car, you could get something like this. This looks like a bog standard L. Let's have a look at the back, shall we? S-Cut. 1.4L. Well, you could get I think you could get a 1.1, couldn't you? But that, look at the condition of that. Just look at that for C-Reg. That must be going back to about 1980, what, 4? 5 maybe? C-Reg, that is a really, really nice condition, isn't it? Got a heavy duty steering lock on it. I'll tell you what, you'd need that steering lock as well, because something like this would be quite easy to nick, wouldn't it? Hope they didn't catch the bumper when they parked that one up there. That's pretty low, isn't it? Got a load of Focus RS's here at the Ford car show. Some of them have got the plates to go with the model RS. Rally Sport. This here we've got a Ford Puma, I think it is, yeah. Interesting paint job on that, isn't it? I think that's an Orion, that one, because it's an Escort with a boot is an Orion. Yeah, it's a really good part of Blackpool, this, for these sort of events. They had the Bus Driver of the Year competition down here. Well, actually it was just up there. I'm down on the lower walk at the moment, but it's a nice part of the promenade for a car show. And thankfully the rain stopped and the sun came out just in time. Just listen to that, the waves lapping up against the sea wall here in Blackpool. We've got a few probes here. What do you think to a Ford probe? Was it the replacement for the Capri? I don't know. They have pop-up headlights. They banned them, didn't they, eventually? I remember when the Mazda RX-5, the first one, came out with pop-up headlights, and you've also had Lotus as well. They tended to have pop-up headlights, but they banned them, didn't they, in the end? Because if you hit somebody and you've got your pop-up headlight on, you could injure them. Not that you wouldn't injure them, you know, anyway, but that's why they banned them. Mustang. Now, a Mustang, as American cars go, a Mustang is my favourite American car. I'm not really into American cars, really, but I do like the Mustangs. We got a really old Mustang over here, look at this. Is that a Steve McQueen, that one? I think it might be. Look at that. Oh. Old Mustang. New Mustang. So there you go, short and sweet. I've just had a bit of a run round. I've tried to show you as many cars as I can, and I've reminisced a little bit about my past Ford experiences. I'm now a bit of a VW fanboy these days, but there you go. That was a Ford car show here in Blackpool, yeah. And it's on till 4 o'clock today. There's still some more cars to come in yet, but it's a pretty good turnout, and what a good bit of luck that they got this amazing weather as well after yesterday, the complete washout that we had yesterday. So anyway, I'll leave it there now. If you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.